Hello, gardeners. It's late in the day. It's the end of April. My potatoes have arrived, so I thought I'd do a quick video on planting my potatoes. This is a little small area on my side yard. I painted up some sticks that I got at Home Depot and then labeled with the variety names so I won't forget what I'm actually planting. That's from my label maker. And my potatoes came from Guernsey. And if you turn to page 19, you can see the description of the potatoes that I ordered. You get page 19. Okay, I got some Yukon Golds. I got the French Fingerling. And I got the German Butterball. I got the German Butterball because it's supposed to be excellent for storage. So that was my rationale there. Now, if you look at this whole setup, I have containers and I have some black cow manure, which I absolutely love that product. And then I got some peat moss. And so what I did was I put some peat moss down, and then I put the cow manure down, and then put, the pots down. These pots are secondhand pots that I got at my nursery. Just go to the cashier and say, do you have any used 7-gallon pots? And they'll sell it to you for, I don't know, $5, something like that. So I've got, actually, I got 5 pots here and only 4 potatoes. But, no scrap of earth ever goes to waste. So I'll plant something else in there. Now, these potatoes over here are ones that I got at the grocery store. They're organic red potatoes. These I chitted. Chitted. That means that I cut the pieces up and dried them. And you might be able to see those big red areas are the eyes. And that's what's going to grow into the potato plant. So if you're looking for a way to plant potatoes because you don't have a lot of money to spend, or you didn't order them early and everybody's out, you can get an organic potato and plant it. You want organic because the regular potatoes sometimes are sprayed with stuff that prevent them from sprouting, and the whole point of planting the potato is having it sprout. So this is what the Yukon Gold pile looks like. It's not a ton of potatoes. And then if you can see, there's 2 eyes here, and that's what I want. I want 2 eyes. If there's more than that, get rid of it, or you can cut the plant. You can cut the potato in sections. Because if you have too many plants, then you're not going to get a big yield. And here's my other one that I'm going to plant. And there's other spots here that's, could grow a potato. So what I do is I fill up my bucket with just a little bit of potting soil. This is just peat moss, a little bit of vermiculite, and just stick the whole potato, right in here. So probably about 3 potatoes would fit in there. And then you just cover it with dirt, just a little bit. Just enough to cover the potato. And then as it grows, add a little bit more dirt because the potatoes are going to grow off the stems of the plants. This one here is the Fingerling potato, and these are kind of nice. They're little bits of things. If you're by yourself or you're not have a big family and you just want a few little potatoes, these are great. But you look at this one's got, lots of little bits of sprouts. So I would probably just plant it like this way in the pot. I don't think I would even cut that one up. And these are the German Butterball potatoes that I got, and I like those because they're good for storage. There's lots of little tiny ones in here. They do have, some little sprouts on them. This one's got, some little eyes on there. So if I've got one that's got, too many eyes, I'll just brush the eye off and plant it that way. So I got a couple more buckets, to fill. That's it for my potato video. I certainly will come back and make another video when the plants actually have emerged and absolutely show you what kind of harvest I got. So if you learned something today or you found value in this video, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. So these are the potatoes I've got growing on the side of my driveway. The red Pontiac ones I planted from pieces of potato that I dried. It's called chitting, Chitting. That's just a method. They didn't come up, so we'll have to figure that one out. These are Norlands. The next one is French Fingerling. Those are small little potatoes. They're nice if you live by yourself, you know, and you just want a little bit of potato. This next one is Pontiac. Then we've got Russet Burbank. And these are my painted sticks from Home Depot that I put the names of the varieties with my label maker. So I like that method because I don't always remember what I planted. So it's good to know in case you want to plant it again next year. This one is shot of the label. So they all seem to be doing well. I don't see any bugs or beetles. I see some flowers up here. If you get flowers on your potatoes, that means you got potatoes growing underneath, and that's exactly what I want. These are Kennebec. I have 2 buckets of those, 2 of the 7-gallon buckets. Those are great storage potatoes. That's why I bought that particular one and decided to plant 2 buckets. So my last couple of potato plants are in 10-gallon buckets. So I've got German Butterball. And of course, the famous Yukon Gold. That's a butter potato. Yukon Gold are great for cooking and stew. They hold up to long cooking times. I love them. I got a little discoloring on the leaves. I have to fill these buckets up a little higher. The deal with potatoes is the potatoes grow off the stem, and as the plants emerge, you continue to fill the bucket up with more soil. So I've got to do that definitely with the Irish Cobbler and get that all straightened away. The other thing I wanted to show you was my sweet potatoes. And here they are growing in a 10-gallon bucket. I've never grown them, so I don't necessarily know what to expect. Looks like it got some leaf damage. I don't know if that's from bugs or what. There's the back of the leaf. And the method that I used to grow the sweet potatoes was I bought an organic sweet potato. Here it is. And then I planted it in some soil and left it for a couple of weeks, and this is what you get. You get these sprouts. Now the sprouts are called slips, and you cut the slips off and put them in a container of water, and there are the roots. So that's what I planted over there in that bucket. Now there's this other method for getting slips that you probably learned in grade school, where you take the potato and you put toothpicks in it and you fill the container with water. And when I first did it, I didn't get any slips. But this has been outside in the rain and the sun and all that kind of stuff, so maybe it liked the heat because I've got all these slips. And I have a great big root thing There's the root hanging from it. So I guess this method works. Now, remember, when you buy a potato, it needs to be an organic potato, because if you buy a regular potato, the stores will spray that with something that will cause them not to sprout. And you don't want that. You want a sprouting potato. So make sure you get the organic one. These aren't ready to harvest, maybe sometime in August. Keep an eye on the flowers. First they'll flower, and then flowers die off, and then they fall over. The leaves kind of turn brownish. And then the nice part about this is there's no digging. When it's time to harvest the potatoes, you just dump the buckets out and, take the potatoes. I love this little spot because it doesn't take up any space. It doesn't get in the way of anything. The potatoes like it here. They grow really nice. So if you're a beginning gardener or you're wondering where you can garden, this little piece of my driveway is a great place to start. So if you like what you see, press subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave me a comment below. Ask me some questions. Hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post another video. And until next time, happy gardening.